To the residents of Rochester Hills, I want to tell you a story with deep roots in our community, both literally and figuratively. A story that I hope brings hope to you and to your loved ones during these very challenging times. A story about a tree, but not just any tree, this tree. Now, you might recognize this tree. It's a famous tree in our city. It's our Beb Oak. It's on my lapel. It's on every letter you receive from the city and flies on every flag over our parks. And our forestry experts estimate that it's about 250 years old. So if that's the case, this Beb Oak sprouted 6 years before the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776 in Philadelphia. It grew for 50 years before it saw the first European settlers here in Avon Township. You know, the earliest pioneers in our area arrived here in 1817 and indicated there was evidence of Native Americans near this location, near this tree. Piles of fieldstone, ash pits, and ridges resembling corn hills. You know, the pioneers came here to cut oak trees and to harvest them, and this Beb Oak survived that. Despite all the need for wood, this tree survived. And as the wave of settlers came to Detroit when the Erie Canal opened, they also brought contagious diseases like cholera. 5 different outbreaks of cholera occurred in Detroit, and the residents of Rochester Hills tore out bridges and removed guests from boarding houses who were from the Detroit area to keep our community quarantined and isolated. But despite those terrible diseases, this tree survived. This tree, our Beb Oak, witnessed the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918 and the wave of death that followed. But more importantly, it witnessed the production of the polio vaccine in our community, not more than 2 or 3 miles from the shade of this tree, where our residents helped produce the vaccine that saved the world. It was present for all of the major wars: the Revolutionary, the Mexican, the Spanish-American, World War I and World War II, the Vietnam War, the Korean conflict, and the War on Terror. It witnessed women getting the right to vote in 1920, the Great Depression in 1929, and the growth and prosperity of this community. And despite all of those conflicts, this tree survived. And as our community grew, during the surveying and road planning, it was majestic when Livernois and Auburn roads were planned. Auburn Road being a really major arterial road connecting the county seats of Pontiac in Oakland County and Mount Clemens in Macomb County. Every passenger in this stretch of highway would marvel at the beautiful, majestic Beb Oak tree behind me. And despite the surging growth in our community, this tree survived. Friends, today we find ourselves in another tremendous challenge. But it's nothing this great and gentle giant hasn't weathered before. She will survive, and we will as well, to tell another great story for another day. Our tree has seen it all and survived it all. So the next time you see her in all her 250-year glory, be proud, be confident, and be hopeful, because just like her, our community will continue to stand.